ashy, that means it's inactive. So just go ahead and reactivate it real quick. It's truly appreciated. So we're gonna dab on over to the other side, which is the battle side of TikTok. Apparently it's been a little rumble in the rumble. It's been a little razzle dazzle. Apparently a situation happened and people have some questions. We can make it emote for your fave. Just let us know. We just want to make sure that it is okay first before we make the next step. Okay? We made the emotes based on the people who be coming over here and supporting the show. But if you want to see other creators emotes in the chat, just tell us and we'll gladly add them. All right.
Please, Bella, make an airplane for the haters.
Oh. I mean, no worries, y'all. Listen, like I said, I got something. Next week is going to be really nice. All right, so... Oh, it says... All right, so I did just get a Cash App. It says, if you were going to recap me, please don't. I'm not sure who this is. So, my apologies in advance because I'm not sure who you are. Maybe something happened, but yeah. If y'all want to request up, just let us know. We'll gladly let you up into the panel. All right.
Well, I bet I know who that was.
Yeah,
Somebody said something yesterday that could really, really, really hurt them, but I don't know because it's your Cash App.
Yeah, I don't know. They were just like, yeah, don't recap me. I'm just like, yeah. Okay, you want to be a juror? Yeah, all you gotta do is request up. Yep. Everyone is welcome to be a juror. Tiny, thank you for coming in. All right.
Morning.
All right. Good day.
I'm on my meds this morning, so I'm not going to be screaming and hollering. I'm going to be a good girl. I got my cigarettes.
Thank y'all for the subscription. Yes. When you grab your subscription, y'all will see your faves emote in the chat. So if you're here supporting the kingdom, if you're here supporting AJ and the JJs, all of that, grab the emote, drop it in the audience so they know that you are here in support. So there was a battle that took place, and we're going to speak to that. For those who are not familiar with the battle world, neither am I for real. There was something that was brought to my attention, and it's more so a quick discussion rather than an actual case. So this situation pertains to Auntie Jail. She had a live with Saucy Santana, and it was after the live that people had some questions. So, and yes, it is $25 for a drop. Cash App is in the bio. Let's take a listen as to what happened after the battle with Auntie Jail was over, because people had questions about that.
I just blocked about 20 people. Literally, I just blocked like 20 people throwing roses. Hold on. Thank you.
So it's quick. That's why I said it's quick. She had a battle with Saucy Santana, and she said that she blocked about 20 people because they threw roses. Now, I understand it's on the other side of TikTok, but it was definitely brought to my attention because they wanted that to be a quick, open discussion as to if she was right or wrong for blocking those people who sent the 1 cent gifts. Cherie, hey, are you here to be a juror?
Yeah, I just wanted to comment on what you're saying real quick, and then I'm going to drop back down. But I watched this battle, and she asked in the beginning for people not to send roses, but people did it anyway. And that's why those folks ended up getting blocked. And while the battle was going on, she was like, don't send roses, but they sent roses. So it kind of annoyed her, and that's why she ended up blocking. So I'm not mad at her. I would have did the same thing. If I asked you not to do something and you did it anyway, then, it's her page. She can do what she wants.
Ooh, okay, so you think they intentionally sabotaged her battle?
I don't know. I don't really watch battles like that. I just so happen to catch that one. So I really don't know how the battle world work, but she clearly said several times not to send roses, and roses was sent anyway. So, but that's it. Hey Blaze, hey everybody on the panel. Hey Bella, I'm gonna go back in the comments and talk my noise.
No
All right,
cartwheels. No
sweetheart, I
cartwheels.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Bella, was you finished? Can we chime in on that?
Oh yeah. I just wanted to give context as to what happened. So yes, absolutely. Go ahead.
I think it's kind of grimy for people to say, wipe up your camera, Silent Angel. I think it's kind of grimy for people to say don't send roses when TikTok give us more options that are one diamond. And if it was going, if sending a rose was gonna mess up something, why would TikTok have it as an option for it to be sent? I think personally, those people be wanting bigger gifts with bigger, because it's a bigger payout on the rose. Because one rose y'all send us, we don't get nothing. It takes about 110 roses to get $54, 54 cents, right? So if we're really here for genuine support, why would we be turning down roses?
Unfortunately, all right. Yeah. Pennywise had to come and get you, Poozy. That wasn't even the bailiffs. That was Pennywise. So, if y'all want her to come back, it's gonna be 50 bounds to bring her back, unfortunately. For those who daily heart means are inactive, go ahead and reactivate your daily heart means. We appreciate those who have joined the team. If you have not already subscribed, go ahead and grab you a subscription and drop your fave creator emote in the chat. Ooh, okay. So I'm not sure if you're tapping the screen because you are tapping by mistake or you actually want to be a juror, but let's see. It's actually not even connecting. All right. Bun. Good day, abundantly. How are you?
I'm good, Queen. How you doing, baby?
All 1 cent gifts is good. Listen, you can't speak for everybody. 1 cent gifts, all of it. It is appreciated here. 1 cent, $5, $10, $5. We appreciate them all. Go ahead and send them here, respectfully. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you for hitting that live goal. What's good, Bun?
Nothing much, honey. But yes. And for Poozy to come up here once again and act like she don't know what time it is crazy to me. I don't even battle, Bella, but I knew what time it was. And I was actively in her live when they were throwing roses. It was the 4 of them battling. Saucy Santana was one of them. And I saw the roses flying through. And the lady's like, we got gloves, hit the gloves. And it's like, why would y'all? Poozy being a hater, she knows damn well you're not supposed to throw no motherfucking gloves. I mean, roses when gloves are being thrown. Everybody knows that. And I'm not even a battler, but I know that because we've been on here long enough. She's been on here 32 years acting like she don't know the rules. Come on, Poozy. So she blocked 20 of them that were throwing the roses, as anybody would, right, Bella? I think anybody would have blocked them motherfuckers. Yes or no? Anybody would have done it. So I need y'all to
I'm
stop.
quite honest. So, because I don't battle,
I don't battle either, but I know the rules. Like, I wouldn't go intentionally throw a rose unless I'm trying to throw you off and being a hater. Everybody knows that. Go ahead, Bella. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. So I guess my question is, like, do we know that is a for certain thing that if you throw a rose that it will stunt the numbers? Is that true? How do we know that to be true?
Because, I mean, it's been said. It's been said multiple times. I don't think we have to do it to see if it's true or not, but if people are saying respectfully, don't throw a rose when a glove is being thrown, respect it. Respect people's face. Respect their space. I mean, that's what it is. Again, gloves weren't here when we first started battling, true enough, but they've been here, about a year and a half, going on 2? I don't know, but that was a new thing for us that's been on the app since, 2022 or whatever, because they didn't have gloves back then. They recently started that shit, but it's been a good year, if not more. Everybody should know the rules when it comes to that by now.
Oh, okay. So see, look. So I'm seeing it saying that it skips over the big gifts. That's wild.
So
Oh,
see,
why would
it does something to it for sure. Because I've heard plenty of creators say that she's not the first one.
Oh, okay. See, well, listen. I don't know, but it was brought to my attention. They felt like it was a situation of entitlement. You can't tell people what to send as far as money go. It's still money. Is penny stock is a penny still considered a monetary value?
Okay,
See,
so
you know your panel.
Yes,
Yep.
it is because in
yeah,
the
let me just
beginning
say this
of a
really
battle,
quick,
they'll tell you to tap the screen and send roses.
and
That's in
then
the beginning, so yeah, it does matter. They
I'm
count.
gonna
It's
say this
just not.
really quick. So when you're playing the during the battle, when you put the glove out there, you want it to hit on the biggest gifts. So if someone's throwing penny gifts, they're five timesing a penny as opposed to five timesing a 5K gift. So that's why they tell you not to throw roses on the devils or on the glove. Okay, gotta go. Bye.
Thank you, Celie. Okay. Well, let me just go ahead and pose the question, and then we are going to move on to the actual cases. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna pose the question to y'all. The question is simple. Was Auntie Jill wrong for blocking those gifters that sent the roses? Red, yes. Blue, no. And then we moving on. When we are not voting, continue to run up the likes, please. Thank y'all for grabbing y'all daily heart me's. I appreciate those who are helping with the live goal. Thank you for those who grabbed the subscriptions. If you are not already following, please hit that follow button. I am here every Sunday, Eastern. Okay, so it look like we have some people that is on the other side that clearly understand that throwing those roses was detrimental to her battle. So this is why it's good to have an open discussion, even though I get it, it's not necessarily this side, but it was brought to my attention and they wanted it to be an open discussion. So far it's looking like the majority is leaning towards her not being wrong. We do have less than 10 seconds. Thank you so much for the gifts to G Vibes. Thank y'all everyone who have been supporting the live goal. All right, and the decision is in. They have decided that Auntie Jill is not wrong. She did what needed to be done, and it is what it is. Good day to you, Queen.
Hi, Bella. Sorry I'm late for court. Please excuse me, Your Honor. But I do have a statement to make about this. I didn't really see the video, but I have heard battlers or people doing battles say not to throw roses on the bonuses or roses on the gloves. But to me, that sounds like that's just a scam. What can a rose really do to affect the battle? How can the rose really affect the battle negatively? It sounds like they just want people to throw the larger gifts, which makes sense because you get more points for them. So it makes sense to throw the larger gifts on the time 2 or times 3 and on the glove. It makes more sense to do that. But I don't see how can it affect the battle negatively. I don't
I can tell
understand.
you why.
Okay.
I can tell you why. Because
Mm-hmm.
only a percentage of the gifts that are thrown on the glove will hit the five times. So if you're constantly throwing roses, it's a higher percentage of those gifts hitting on the five times as opposed to one person throwing a whale and that hitting on the five times. The double doesn't matter. I don't think they care if you throw a rose on the doubles because it's going to double. But when you throw the glove out there, you're messing up the chance of a bigger gift hitting the five times because your rose might hit on the five times, which doesn't affect their money, but it affects the points in the battle, if that makes sense.
Okay. So you said a percentage of the gifts. So we can look at this two ways. The first 10 gifts, is it the first 10 gifts? Or
It's
is the
random.
percentage? If you
It's
allow me to
random.
finish because you don't know where I'm going.
Okay.
Thank you, Queen. Okay, so when you say it's random, what do you mean?
So randomly, out of all the gifts that are thrown on the glove, a percentage of those will hit the five times. So
So
if
the
you throw,
system chooses. So the system
yes,
chooses
yes. So if
which.
you don't throw a
Okay.
glove, then it can't 5 times. Then your percentages get higher of hitting on a higher gift if you're only throwing higher point gifts. Some people will say don't throw anything less than 500. Some people will say don't throw anything less than 30. Because if I'm throwing a 30-cent gift and it hits on a 5 times, that's only what, 150. But if someone throws a 5,000 point gift, that gift could hit on the 5 times. So if you don't throw any 1-cent gifts, there's not a chance of it hitting on the 5 times. Sets
So
it
the
up for
question,
chance.
the question that I'm asking. That's why you should have allowed me to finish. The question that I'm asking is, what determines which gift is going to hit the 5 times?
It's
That's
random.
okay. So it's not a percentage of the gifts. Then it's
It's a
the
percentage
system.
of, it's randomly picking a percentage of the gifts to hit on the 5 times. I can't remember what that percentage is, but one of the bigger players did
Oh,
a,
baby. We'll come back to it because I don't listen to what people say. I don't even listen to what the players say
okay,
because they're saying,
I'm saying because I've seen it tells you what percentage will
ma'am, we're
hit.
having a conversation, but you keep interrupting me.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. So I'm gonna look it up because I don't believe what anybody says on this app. So I'm gonna look it up and see so we understand because especially people who want to battle. I think it's very important for us to know. So when we're doing it accurately and understand the expectations of what comes out of it. I think it's always good to know what you're doing and why you're doing it. So I'm gonna come back to this. I'll just bring it up a little later, Bella, but I'm gonna research it myself because I don't believe what.
A glove, I think when you click on it to try to use it, it tells you what the percentage is that will have a chance to hit 5 times. I just can't personally remember what that number is, but it does tell you that that glove will hit a certain amount of times or certain you only have a chance of hitting 5 times a penny. But if people are only throwing out the bigger gifts, then you're going to be guaranteed for some of them to hit a bigger number. It's simple. I don't understand. I
Well,
don't know how to
ma'am,
explain it.
because percentages, it can be a percentage of the total. You
No,
can get a percentage of the total. So that's why I'm trying
that's
to
what I
understand.
just said.
Oh my God. Ma'am, and I was quiet while you were saying it. We're having a conversation. It's not an argument, but you're turning it into an argument because you keep interrupting me when I'm genuinely trying to understand and want good information out. It's that simple. That's not what you said. You said a percentage of the gifts. So that means that only 5 of the 10 gifts can get 5 times. But if you do the total, that's something totally different. A percentage of the total and a percentage of the number are totally different statements. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. So that's what I want to understand. So that's why I said I'm going to research it. You don't even have to respond. I'm just saying I'm going to research it and get back.
Can I squeeze in a little bit? Even if it's not a percentage, when you everybody knows you can throw roses a billion times where it takes time to get that one big gift in. So it's strategy. They don't want those roses, which are going to count a lot less, to be thrown during a glove because that glove is only going to be up there for a certain amount of time. That's my take on it. I'm not an expert on it. I just watch a lot of battles. And they choose not to have these roses thrown. And in her case, from what I was seeing, a lot of people were throwing a lot of roses. So it was blocking the big gifts from being thrown, which was harming her strategy. Her strategy being on me. So I'll talk to y'all later. I'll be in the
But
comments.
how
So
can
what you
it block a gift? I'm
We
sorry. Go
appreciate
ahead.
so what you're saying is if you can't afford to send something 500 and up, you shouldn't even be in the battle helping at all. Is that what's going on?
ain't saying your penny ain't
No,
shit, but this is what
no,
I'm
you can
saying.
no, you
So
can
this is what
help
I
during
was
the
saying to
battle,
what T
but
Mac was
not
saying.
on the
This is
five
what I was saying
times
to
if
what
you
T
only
Mac
have a
was saying.
penny. If you have a
T Mac,
penny, just
what you're
throw on the
seeing with your
regular.
eyes, T Mac, what you're seeing with your eyes is not with the system. Just because you're not seeing it, that's a computer system. It's still generating it and tallying it up. Just because you're not seeing it, it's getting all the gifts. So what T Mac said didn't really make too much sense. Because that's why at the end of a battle, you still see gifts coming. Y'all don't think those gifts are tallied? Yes, but on the screen, there's a delay. Has nothing to do with how the system is tallying up the totals of gifts sent.
Okay, so I don't know if you've noticed in the battles when you throw in gifts on the five times, it'll tell you which gifts hit five times. You can see it on the screen. If a whale comes through, it'll say times five. If a rose comes through, it'll say times five. I would rather have a whale times five during the glove than a 1 cent gift. I don't think they're saying don't throw 1 cent gifts. Don't throw 1 cent gifts during the five times during the glove because the points are going to be lower. Not the amount of money they get because they don't get five times the money. They only get five times the points. So
Correct.
it's not a
That's what I was gonna
scam.
say, y'all.
It's just them trying to build up their points higher to win the battle. So
So
if
Right.
they
they
got
throw
cussed out for
roses
points.
any times, if they throw roses anytime outside of the glove, I don't think the creators care. They're trying to win the battle. So don't mess up a five times with a rose when you
Right.
can
So
do
like,
five times a lion.
Can I jump in
And
on
it's
on
okay.
that statement real quick? If anybody actually follows Auntie Jill, because I actually am her follower, a supporter. I be in her battles. I be in Saucy Santana battles. I be in Newt battles. I be in mass battles. So if you are a big battler and you follow that and support, you will know that Auntie Jill has a time where she tells, like, she separates the live. She say, hey, all my little gifters who can't send big gifters, stop gifting right now, because she don't want you to send roses. So she'll say, hey, y'all, stop, no little gifts right now. I need all my big gifters to give, especially when the glove is out. So then the big gifters come who can send it, who does support her like that. It's now their turn to send the big gifts, so it hits the five times the glove. So then when the glove runs out, then she says, hey, big gifters, y'all stop. It's not your turn right now. Now I need my little gifters to come on. Little gifters, y'all come on with the roses. Like she balances it out because she don't know what's gonna hit the five times, but she knows that the little gifts are probably not. So she's very fair in it, and she does appreciates and accepts everything she's given. And for Saucy Santana, however this may play out, or however the roses came out, Saucy Santana himself even tells people no roses, no little gifts on the gloves. He's the one that actually don't give a damn if you don't got no money or not, because he's a celebrity, and how he go about, like, he'll tell y'all, like, all my broke niggas, all the broke bitches don't do nothing right now. I need the real niggas to go. Like, it's actually Saucy Santana who has that mind mentality that y'all trying to put on Auntie Jill.
But nobody's
And
trying
the
to put.
thing
Hold on, hold on,
is,
hold on. Can I say something? Nobody's trying to put anything on anybody. We're having a adult conversation so people all have an
Then I'm not
understanding of
talking
what's
directly
happening
to
and
you,
why it's
Jacqueline.
happening.
I'm talking
So
to
it's not
maybe some
fair.
people in the comments who are saying that she's not appreciative of what she's giving. I didn't say you. I said y'all, so because it could be a general statement, because it's people in the comments who actually feel like she just wasn't appreciative. So I understand, just because I made that comment, you may feel like because you're in the conversation, I was talking about you, but I clearly wasn't. I could be talking about anybody, hence the word I said y'all. That's a general statement, not I'm saying directly to Jacqueline. So please
So
allow me
yeah,
to
but
finish
general
my
means
please
including
allow
the
me to finish
masses.
my
Let's just
statement. I
clarify
didn't
that.
come up here to argue. I just came up here to put out facts.
But you cut me off.
No,
You cut
you
me off,
actually cut
Shell.
me off because you wanted to let me know that that's not your sentiment for Auntie Jill. You cut
Shell,
me
you ain't
off
finished
trying
talking,
to
but go ahead.
rebuttal what I
Go
was
ahead.
saying, and I wasn't finished. And when I
Okay, I'll
cut you
let you
off in
finish.
your rebuttal, now you want me to
Oh no,
validate the
go
fact
ahead.
that I cut you off, but you started it.
No, go ahead.
Okay,
I thought
thank
you
you
were
very.
finished.
I'm not. Thank you. Thank
And
you
y'all
very
think
much.
that everything is a scam? Don't forget the point is to win. If anything, they were sabotaging. It is a
Right.
certain way and a
right.
strategy. It doesn't matter. Every single person that battles, they could say something different. If I'm in there and I plan to help, I'm going to listen to what they say. Why would I do the opposite if I want them to win? It's
And
not a
then
Exactly.
another
scam.
thing I
Like
wanted to
Thank
say.
you.
the
Thank you,
point
Velvet.
is to win the battle.
Can I just say this and then I'm gonna drop down, Bella? This is all I want to say. People have to remember, even if you're a big content creator or a little content creator, this is a big business for TikTok across the board. So TikTok is gonna make sure they get their money off the top. So the gifts that TikTok chooses to 5 times or let hit that glove, TikTok is trying to get their money as well, because when that battle ends and that content creator ends the live, TikTok gonna get their cut no matter what. So TikTok knows what gift they're going to 5 times. It's their algorithm. Just like it's the algorithm on you to see what content, it's their algorithm to say, hey, I know that this content creator, a lot of people in their chat like to send galaxies. So when they go battling, I'm a 5 times the gift on the galaxies. Or they'll say, I know that this host, when they go live and they do battles, a lot of their people like to send money guns. So I'm not going to 5 times the gift on money guns, because TikTok wants to make money too. Whether the big content creator is trying to make money or not, TikTok gonna get their money regardless. This is their business. So they have an algorithm on what's going to get 5 times gift and what's not. They gonna get their cut. It's not all about sometimes what we trying to put on the actual content creator, it's not their fault. They have to, you know what I'm saying? They say this is the business for them, but the bigger business is the app itself. This is the bigger business for TikTok. They gonna make the biggest coin regardless.
So TikTok could sabotage the person too if they want to.
Correct. Because sometimes if they say they might 5 times the gift on donuts one battle, so you might tell your chat, hey, everybody send donuts because you think it's gonna get 5 times the gift. Well, TikTok might caught on that, may catch up on that, and say, you know what, we're not gonna do that. The next, it's just all about what TikTok is gonna say. It's not on the content creator itself.
So y'all hold on to y'all church hats and church shoes and fans, because I'm gonna say this, and I don't say nothing nice about this creator too often, so y'all hold on. I can say one thing about Diamond. I have never seen her tell anybody not to throw anything. I've heard Slim come tell Diamond, no, don't let them throw roses. Diamond said, I don't give a fuck about that. Y'all hit whatever y'all can hit. I appreciate it. And she wins most of her battles. I have never, ever heard her do it. And I actually heard her go against Slim, telling her to stop people from doing it. So I give her props for that.
And I would say you a
book. JJ's desktop of page 458, that Drop Queen gave Diamond a compliment.
Well, I'll just say that.
Correct, but Diamond wins most of her battles without gloves. Diamond do not need gloves to get the numbers. That's why Diamond don't care about gloves. Diamond just battled last week with a bigger content creator that have millions of followers that actually put 2 gloves on top of Diamond head, and Diamond still won without 1 glove. We didn't even have a glove in the room. So Mafia don't need gloves, so Diamond don't give a fuck about gloves, because she gonna get it regardless. But I'm gonna drop down on that point.
Right,
and Diamond's not a career battler. Exactly.
Yeah, she's not a battler.
So a lot of these battlers are serious. Yeah, they're very serious about it. And I want to say the reason she probably blocked a lot of those people that were throwing roses is because they probably came from the other side just to sabotage, because they know how it works. I understand that a lot of people who don't battle don't understand how it works. But if you're on that person's team, you're not throwing roses during the glove. Other people will come over to the other chat and throw roses just to block the 5 times, right? Not block it, but get those 5 roses as opposed to a lion hitting, right? That the other team's throwing 10 times. They'll throw 100 roses just back to back to back to back. None of those lions will hit because the roses is catching every time it wants to hit something, right? So that's one of the things. They'll also go as far as playing for the other side to get a glove just so that they can throw the glove during the wrong time and mess up the other team's glove. I've seen it before. They do crazy things just to help their team win. So I understand why she blocked those people. They were sabotaging her game. I'm going to drop down though, y'all. Bye.
Nobody
I still want to say the same thing.
Nobody goes to the game to lose the battle. If you're a career battler, you're going to the podium. Your numbers count. Your wins count. Yes, it's about money, but it's also you don't play poker to lose. So if somebody is sabotaging you with roses, then of course a lot of times they have a sabotage team. I'm not saying that that's what Saucy did, but some people will do just that. And I'm just going ditto on what the girl said before. People will ruin your battle with the roses. Because if nobody on the other side is throwing roses and they're throwing yachts in Wales, of course the other person is going to lose their ranking.
Morning, everyone.
Good day. Good day.
Father's Day, ladies. Blaze on feeling yourself today.
Happy Father's
I'm doing good day. Thank you.
Happy
Thank you.
Father's
Thank you. Thank
Day.
Good morning.
you.
Um,
Days being a day blessed. Jose in the building.
so
Have y'all
real
emos
quick,
for y'all creators.
does anybody really understand what those series mean when you get to a certain level when you're battling? Do y'all know what it means?
Well, before we go any further into that, and thank you so much for the gifts. So, Heartbreaker, Rose, Trina, I just wanted to communicate with all. I did make a emote for y'all. If you haven't subscribed, thank you for the gift. If you didn't subscribe, I want y'all to go into the subscriptions and look at the emotes. Each one of y'all have your own emote for your community. So that was my way of giving back to y'all, acknowledging that in the courtroom we do support y'all. Thank y'all so much. Grab your subscription if you haven't already, but in the courtroom we do appreciate everyone who comes in. So yep, just wanted to acknowledge that. I hope y'all like the emote that Blaze has made for y'all, because respectfully, Blaze, he took the time out to make the emotes. So yeah, just you like, girl.
I'm dropping mine in the chat. Thank you so much.
Yeah, she not now. She got here at 2:30 in the damn morning.
And I don't see Heartbreakers in there. I don't know if it was approved or denied.
Yeah, hold on. We could take care of that right now, because yep, I literally made one for everyone. So hold on. But yeah, so we do have emotes for everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and go in there, check that out, update that, as a matter of fact. But yeah, so we're going to move on to the next case. Actually, I'm glad that you are in
What it says, though I did see something about 30%, but I'm gonna research it a little further. It says in a TikTok battle, when a glove, referring to the boosting glove feature, is showing the 5-time multipliers to all gifts sent by a viewer to specific creators who activated the glove for the first 30 seconds of the battle. This means that any gift sent during that time will be worth 5 times its usual coin value. For example, a rose gift, usually 1 coin, will be worth 5 coins, and a panda gift, usually 5 coins, will be worth 25 coins. That's what AI is saying. So it's saying that all gifts get 5 times for that 30 seconds. But I'm going to go a little further, because I did see something about the 30%, but I'm going to research it a little further.
That's not always true, Bella. So that's what it's supposed to be dropped, but it depends on what hits the glove. You feel me? So like you can send a universe and it don't hit the glove, but somebody can send a galaxy and place that's so cute and it hit the glove. So it's like it's some chances that it won't even hit. Honestly.
Yeah, and honestly, sometimes that rose really don't do anything. Yeah, that rose can for some reason deactivate the glove. I don't know why it does that, but that be TikTok. So that's why they ask, please don't send the rose, because oftentimes it deactivates the glove and then nothing hits on the glove. And so when you want it to triple your points, it won't.
All right.
5 times, but how do you know that nothing hit? How do you know that nothing hit, Rose?
Because it won't. So if you send a hand heart on my glove drop, if it's just give me 100 points, I'm gonna know it didn't hit, because it would have gave me 500 points, because it would have multiplied by 5. Oh, that is so beautiful, Blaze. That is so cute.
Thank you, Blaze.
But yeah, it would have multiplied by 5. So you'll see it at the top of the screen, like if you don't, nobody ain't sent you no gift and you send me a heart through my glove and it just say 100, that means it didn't hit the glove. Yeah. That's why people say, hey, send galaxies through the glove, send galaxies. Eventually one of the galaxies is going to hit, or a couple of them.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes
I got ask this for her birthday.
And sometimes the damn
Thank you.
galaxies don't be hitting on the damn
What's
glove.
her favorite
Sometimes,
color, y'all?
depending on if you're battling, sometimes it'll be like money guns that'll hit before the galaxy
HB,
hit.
bitch, remember I introduced you to Kurt Geiger?
Yeah, I got a lot more now.
Oh, I bet you do. That shit hot. This is what I got
Yeah,
her for
it
her
is.
birthday.
That's cute. They got the flip flops like that too in Dillard's.
They didn't have her size. I was gonna get both of them, but they didn't have her size. She wears an 8. Well, I really want to get her a 9 because y'all know the stuff that's made in Europe kind of runs small. So yeah, but they didn't have the 9 or the 8.
Yeah,
Shoot.
I size up by half a size.
Are y'all able to go back out and look back in and check and see if
Oh, let me
HBE,
see.
if
Let
her
me see.
email's in there?
No, it's not. It's probably gonna come in. It's probably gonna come in next time. But
Okay.
either way, I saw it. He showed it to me, but it's so cute. Thank you so much.
It said
Thank you,
it's
Bella.
there. There it go. It's right. So
Oh, there it is. Okay, maybe I gotta go out and come back in. Oh, so cute.
Bella, you got emotes for all these people who were estranged from you when they were trying to take your panel down. People who stuck by you and stayed with you definitely need to have an emote. I'm just saying because I stood in the paint. I'm just saying.
okay, so the way I did it was the people who have like an actual community. So like perfect example, the Grapevine, Trina, the Dangerettes, Heartbreakers. So yeah, like they have communities. So
I have people who like me too. I have people who like me and tag me and speak to me every time I am in here and say I needed to be up there. And they appreciate me coming. I have support, even though y'all think I may not. But it's okay. It's okay. It ain't a big of a deal. I was just being a little messy because I
Drops
stood
in
in
the
the paint.
building. Where the drops at?
well, yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, if you have a community, again, we just want to make sure that every platform understand that we support everyone. So if you want to email, we'll gladly make you one. That's not an issue at all.
Well, y'all for right now, you guys drop the drops emotes, please. They said ellipse. Oh, that'll be cute.
Parachutes for the big draws, like Mad Cow say. I think I'm changing it to the parachutes, but it's actually the little tornado thing. But yeah.
Oh, like the little hurricane thing. Now, Bella, before I came over here, I was celebrating the ladies over there, Sarday. But Blaze didn't do that to us on Father's Day. On Mother's Day. So I'm going to be nice to Blaze. But I was over there doing a thing. It's so much mess, girl. I can't wait till we get to the next episode.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Cartwright.
I'm finna send your Father's Day gift.
Rose, you were saying something?
Yeah, I was. So what I was saying was sometimes that I know that everybody already done explained it. But sometimes that glove doesn't even accept a galaxy sometimes. Depending on what's going on and how long you've been battling that day, the glove sometimes will only accept like a money gun. Or sometimes the glove will only accept like a gift that's like the $1.99. It just depends. So oftentimes a battler will ask for you to not even send anything less than a hand heart because sometimes the glove don't pick it up. So it just depends. But yeah, it'd be the algorithm too. So if a person goes to the other side and decides to send roses when every battler is saying, hey, when you get we give a whole dissertation before the glove even drop. Almost all of us is gonna say, hey, when you get the glove, don't send no roses through that glove. Send your roses now. So when the glove come, like I need big gifts on the glove. You will hear us say it. I need big gifts on the glove. And everybody's hearing the same thing. Everybody done recharged, they done reloaded. And all of a sudden you see roses coming through your glove. At that point, it feels like somebody's trying to sabotage your glove. If we know that it usually deactivates our glove. So that would piss anybody off, especially if you're in a competition. So that's sabotaging. Anybody would be upset if you're trying to sabotage their gifts. Like if you're trying to sabotage their W. And depending on the level that they're at, Auntie Jill, she's at a certain level where in their battles, if you don't get a certain amount of wins, they will take you off the list to battle with other people. And you battling with those big people gives you more support. So if a person is sabotaging your glove, it's going to be difficult for you to get back up on that list to battle with those other content creators. So that's all I wanted to say.
Thank y'all for the information. So for those who like to battle, just please keep that in mind when you're going into your faves and they're having battles. Refrain from dropping any 1 cent gifts. We don't want them to feel like their battles are being sabotaged. Long story short.
Are you doing a box battle today at the end, Bella?
I mean, well, it sounds like you trying to call somebody out. Who you want to smoke with?
Everybody, girl.
Oh, really? On Father's Day?
It's our day, baby. It's my day.
Yeah,
Dang.
Garden, go recharge. Mm-hmm.
If I'm
TikTok.com
mistaken, y'all
slash
in the
coins.
comments, thank y'all for dropping my little emotes. I did see y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you,
TikTok.com
chat.
slash
Thank you,
coins, chat.
chat.
TikTok.com slash coins.
Okay, so hold on because wait a minute. So hold on, she told the garden to go recharge like she wanted to smoke with the dangerous or something. So let me mind my business.
Don't want that.
No, we just getting ready. Getting ready.
That's something that'll never happen.
Oh.
Hey, listen.
Oh.
Dangerous.
No, what's going on? It seemed a little chaotic.
Yeah, listen. it definitely look like it's taking some twists and turns. So
What's
we
the
can race
case?
out. But nonetheless, so we're going to move on to the next situation. All right. So there were some situations that happened this week, as we may know, but it did get a little chaotic. There was a situation between 2 creators. AJ had a situation where she was going to pull up on another creator on the app. During that situation, emotions got high and there was a lot of opinions. Okay. Well, Susu definitely had an opinion as to what